I say it's pretty awesome. It's the first Barcraft that I've been to in San Francisco, and yeah, people seem pretty into it. I thought it was pretty warm, pretty inviting.
This is my third one.
It's the first Barcraft I've ever been to.
This is my third Barcraft.
I originally was going to run my own, just kind of a volunteer thing, no money going to anything but the bar. But then the CEO of One Nation of Gamers, Derek Ortiz, got in touch with me and asked me if I would actually do it for him.
Promoting the scene inspired me to come out. I'm super stoked that eSports is making its way into the North American culture a little bit more, and I'm just here to support my fellow gamers.
The people who are into gaming and then eSports, will find more ways to be not just in their house all the time. And this is one example, like a bar. I
decided that I love Starcraft, and I thought it sounded cool. I'm not much of a bar person myself, but I mean, you listen to stuff like that, and it's really cool. So I thought I'd give it a try.
My favorite part of it is, obviously you're sitting around by yourself on Battle.net. You can't really play ladder games against your friends. It has to be random. So it's kind of an isolated solo experience. I like coming to the Barcraft and just being with a bunch of other people who are way too into Starcraft and watching stuff and just kind of the camaraderie that goes with it.
If you're watching it for the entertainment and the gaming aspect of it, then yeah, it's both.
Actually, that's one of the reasons I love watching esports as opposed to regular sports. I can watch esports and look at what they're doing and actually try to incorporate that into my own game. So I think that's one of the major differences between esports and regular sports, and that just makes it that much more fun for me as a spectator because I can actually pay attention and learn things to improve my own game.
The casters give you a story to follow, and that's always really easy. It's like watching any sport.
I would hope, and if I can be part of it, I'd hope that the future of competitive gaming would be like this, except for all the people watching football. I wish they were watching Starcraft instead, and I think it could be like that. I think we just need to keep supporting the community.
It feels cool to have it happen, but I think it would happen. I think somewhere else there's probably a yo-yo competition bar somewhere, some little niche happening somewhere. I don't think someone who's here for football will get directly, will go straight to watching Starcraft. You have to be into it or get into it, but it's not going to be for every single person,
I like that it's growing. I think it's honestly unrealistic to think it's ever going to be huge. It's a game. It's a video game, and video games are not considered real sports by a lot of people. I saw someone earlier, and she was just sitting in the booth, and she was just drunk off her ass, and she's like, "What is this shit that we're watching?" And that's going to be a lot of people's opinion for a really long time.
You don't go to football games just because. You go to football games because you fucking like to watch football games. Well, I love watching Starcraft, and I think that anyone else who likes watching Starcraft should absolutely come out to Barcraft. It's a community of people to talk about watching Starcraft with, and it's the same as any other sport.
It's one of those things it's getting bigger and bigger. I would expect it to eventually become as mainline as watching any other sport like football, which was running the same. Just give it a few years, they'll get there.
I think it's something that we're pioneering, but I think it's possible for it to happen in my lifetime. I just need to help it happen. I think everybody here needs to help it happen because that's the only way it's going to happen.
There's an incredible sense of community for this. There's a lot of people you find out. There's a lot of people who love what you love, and it's a lot of fun.